everyone, I'm Lauren. I am a registered dietitian from Texas, and today we're gonna be making a Texas classic. We're gonna be making some salsa and a taco salad. Let's get to it. We're going to start by making our taco meat and turn this on. This recipe is a low-fat recipe. We're actually gonna be using 99% fat-free ground turkey breast. Great recipe for anybody who needs to follow a low-fat diet. While we're cooking this, I like to add a little bit of salt and pepper, just a tiny bit. We are gonna be adding some taco seasoning to this, so we don't wanna over-season, but if you want to add a little bit of flavor while it's cooking, sometimes that helps with the end result. So we're gonna add some salt and pepper. And you can make this your own too. If you need to watch your sodium levels, then you can get a low sodium taco seasoning. Or you can even make your own at home. There's lots of really great recipes online for different taco seasonings that you can just make and have in your pantry for when you need it. Okay, now that this is mostly browned, we're gonna turn down the heat to low and just let it kind of finish cooking a little bit. Now that the taco meat's cooked, we're going to add our seasoning. Again, you can choose whatever seasoning you want if you have your favorite brand. This one, it is 1 packet per 1 pound, so we're gonna add the whole thing. And you do need to add some water in order to combine everything. We're gonna add that amount. We will stir it and then see what else we need. So we'll stir everything together and let that come together while we cook everything else. Here are all the ingredients that we are going to need for our black bean relish or black bean salsa. We are going to get a can of black beans. You can use low sodium, you can use no salt added, you can use regular, whatever fits your preference and your health needs. Honestly, we're just gonna throw everything in a bowl. The best kind of cooking, you throw everything in a bowl and stir it. And then we will add a little bit of red onion. Sometimes a little bit of red onion goes a really long way. So add a little bit, and then you can always add more based on your flavor preference. Okay, so I'll toss everything together to combine. Love the colors in this. Again, it's low fat, not low flavor, right? So we want lots of colors, lots of flavor, because we usually eat with our eyes first. At least that's what I've always heard. One ingredient that you can add, but you don't have to, cilantro. Some people actually have a gene where cilantro tastes like soap. So if that's you, you can leave this out. I personally love cilantro and really can't get enough of it. So I'm gonna sprinkle it in here. I love the color. Yes, we're gonna be adding it to lettuce, but a little bit of color in here, especially if you're serving this by itself. This would be really great with baked chips or air fried chips. And we have a recipe for that on the website also. And again, based on your flavor preference, we're gonna use a couple of limes over here and just give a little squeeze of lime juice. And that's it. Easy peasy. And again, it's something you can take to parties or put on this salad. So you're going to get a couple of cans of diced tomatoes with green chilies. I like to get mild. If you like spicy, get spicy. If you've never made this, start with mild. You've been warned. So we're gonna just throw those into our blender. These have been completely drained. You wanna get as much liquid out of this as you can, otherwise your salsa is gonna be pretty runny. Then we're gonna add a little bit of onion. A little goes a long way, so just add a tiny bit. Add a little bit of onion here. We're gonna add some cilantro. If you like cilantro, if you don't have to add it, but I feel like it adds a lot of flavor. I like quite a bit of cilantro, but I will reserve some. And then a little bit of garlic as well. Last thing you're gonna need is a little bit of salt. I just add a touch in the beginning, and you can always add more later. If you need a low sodium diet, then just leave the salt out if you would like. So we're gonna put our blender together, and you're gonna blend it. You can either pulse it or blend it on high, but you just want everything to be combined together and to whatever texture you prefer. Okay. Once everything is all combined, I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to look like that, but we'll pour it into a bowl too. So put that there. It smells strong. This is why you start with mild. Woo-wee! Sometimes they can sneak up on you. The spice from those chilies is strong. You can always buy salsa from the grocery store, whichever one is your favorite, or from your favorite restaurant even, but this is just a really great recipe to have on hand that you can use for anything. You can use it for parties, you can use it for a dressing for taco salad, whatever you want. But this is our shortcut salsa, and it's already all done. How quick was that? Now that we have all of the components of our taco salad, let's assemble. I love to do this as a serve your own, so everybody can choose their own toppings, whatever they're feeling that day. Some people might like sour cream, the fat-free sour cream. We actually have some fat-free Greek yogurt here, which is a great sour cream replacement, and it's fat-free. So we're gonna kind of assemble a taco salad. Gonna get some romaine lettuce to begin with. This is just romaine lettuce that we've chopped up. We will get, actually, I like to do this first. We'll get our black bean relish, a little or a lot, depending on how you're feeling that day. Our taco meat, which is looking so good, over the top. And then, last but certainly not least, we have our salsa for our dressing. You can also use a fat-free ranch if that is your vibe, but I love a good salsa for dressing on this one. There is that. And then a little tiny dollop of our fat-free Greek yogurt. You can also dress it with a little bit of cilantro just to dress the plate a little bit, make it a little fancy. And then a wedge of lime. You can squeeze over the top to give it a little bit more flavor. I like to put it there. And there you have your beautiful and fat-free taco salad.